Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be attempting this style. This was from my Instagram stories. This is the style that won, so we're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need a brush, obviously. Next, you are going to need a comb for parting. You are also going to need some gel. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use at the moment. I'll decide later in the video. You're also going to need some edge control for the edges. And also, you are going to need some hair ties. So let's get started, and I'm starting on slightly blown out hair in this style. So first off, you're going to do the two twists in the front, so I'm going to part that section first. You want to make a nice clean middle part because you will obviously see that. You can make the twist in the front as big as or as small as you want. I just wanted to make sure that the sections were big enough so the twists were long enough to come down like the perimeter of my face. I didn't want them too short, so that's why I kind of wanted to part it this way. You can part them any way you want. I kind of did like a triangle shape with my parts just to make it look cute and do a little something different from the style. So if you follow me on Instagram, hopefully you are, sometimes I will have you guys in my Instagram stories choose a style. I'll put 3 different styles in my stories, put a poll, everybody votes, and the next day I choose the style to execute, the one that has the most votes. So this one had the most votes, and I'm kind of glad this one was chosen because I was washing my hair pretty late at night around this time. I forgot what time it was, but it was late. So I'm glad it was a style that didn't need to really dry or set overnight, like a style with curls or anything. Anyway, so once you part those 2 sections in the front, you want to move them out of the way. Then I'm starting to pull my hair up for the ponytail part. I did add a ponytail last minute. I wasn't going to do so, but I felt like with my hair, it just wasn't going to give that full like big ponytail effect. So when I do my ponytails like this, I like to split my hair into 2 sections because it makes it way easier than trying to pull all of my thick hair up into one ponytail. And plus, sometimes the hair ties break. So first off, you want to, I section in 2 sections. Move the back section out of the way first, and I start working on the front because that's the front is where your ponytail will sit. If you start in the back, you can do that if it's like a slick back ponytail, but I kind of like to start in the front when it's something that sits up high. I went with the Shining Jam gel, as you saw briefly. So you want to start by, applying the gel, using your brush to slick up your hair, make sure everything's nice and smooth. And just take your time doing this because you want to make sure your ponytail looks really nice and smooth and just looks good. So I'm just kind of brushing some of the baby hairs down where I'm going to lay my edges. I didn't do my edges like the picture because I could not do that. So I just laid edges, best way I know how. So then once you get it slick in the way, I was getting a little tired because my hands were hurting. And you're just going to secure that section with the ponytail holder. Now when you do this in 2 sections, the first section, you don't want to make it too tight because you're going to be adding another hair tie around that. You don't want to put too much tension on your hair. You want to make it tight, but just not super tight. So next we're going to work up the back section, brushing that up, applying the gel, and then this is where you kind of want to make your whole ponytail a little more secure, but just make sure it's not too tight, but it's tight enough so it lasts for the week. So I'm just going to start applying the gel and just smoothing it up, making sure it's nice and smooth, because you want it to look really, really good. And of course you want your style to last all week, so you just want to make sure you put enough gel but not too much so it's not hard and feels like a helmet. That's why I like the Shining Jam. It has a nice hold, but it doesn't feel too hard and it doesn't dry out my hair as well. And this is where my hands start hurting because I have a lot of hair and this is like a really thick ponytail. And then I'm just using my other mirror just to check and make sure like the back is really smooth because I really couldn't see what I was doing. So that's why I used that other little mirror just to double check to make sure everything looks good back there. And then once I double check and make sure everything's okay, take my second ponytail holder and secure the entire thing. Now you could secure your ponytail as you want, but if you have thick hair like me, I highly recommend this method because it makes things so much easier. So once that's secure, just want to make sure everything is looking good before tying down your hair for the night. And using the brush if needed. So everything looks good, so I'm going to take that one section. Like I said, I was going to put like curls or something up front, but I just felt like it wasn't going to be big enough to do the full effect of the picture. So The next day I actually ran to the beauty supply store and got a curly ponytail, which you'll see. Well, actually the next day I believe I went and got a curly ponytail. So I'm just going to make 2 big twists to that ponytail just to make it like a nice bun, so the ponytail has somewhere to be secured. Oop, I had to redo that one. And let me know, well, actually, yes. So I'm doing my version of Vlogmas. Um, a lot of people for Vlogmas, you do daily vlogs up until the Christmas Day. I'll be posting tutorials because my vlogs will be the same thing every day. Me waking up, going to work, coming home, that's it. Basically, I don't want it to be boring. So I may pop in a vlog, maybe if I do something fun, but other than that, it's going to be tutorials. So now we're going to start with the front of the hair. I'm using some mousse from Baskin Bloom because I couldn't find anything to style it with. I wanted to make sure that the twist looked nice and secure and stayed put. You're just going to do a standard 2-strand twist. You can do a braid if you want, anything you want, but according to the picture, it looked like it was a twist, so that's what I wanted to do. And you want to take your time doing this because you will see these twists in the front of your hair, so you want to make sure they look cute. So you want to twist your hair all the way down. And then I always like to secure my twist with the small perm rods. That's optional. I like to do it because it adds a curl to the end. Plus, it holds the hair down so when it dries, it stays, weighed down. It's not flying all over the place. You just want to repeat the same thing on the other side. Just twisting all the way down, then securing the end with a perm rod, which is very, very optional. That's just what I like to do because I like the curl effect on the ends. And then once you do that, you're going to now lay edges. And as you saw from the picture, the edges look different, but I just did it the way I knew best. So, I've been working on laying edges. I'm not an expert at it, but, I'm working on it. Sometimes they look really, really good. Some days it's like, yeah, girl, who did your edges? But I'm still glad that I found an edge control that will secure my edges for the entire day, which is the Kiss Colors one. I absolutely love this edge control. It's not too flaky. It holds the edges. It doesn't, have a lot of buildup, and it's really, really amazing. So if you've been looking for edge control, I highly recommend that one. So after you lay your edges and your gels in and your ponytail's looking really good and secure, you want to take your silk or satin scarf and secure and lay that ponytail down. I'm going to go to bed, and then the next day, I will, take down my scarf and apply my curly ponytail. So it's the next day, getting ready for work, and I'm sorry, I brought that ponytail the day I was doing my hair earlier in the day, not the next day because I was going to work. So my twist got a little bent, but it still looked a little cute. So I'm taking out the little perm rods, and this is the little ponytail that I got. It's a 1B30. I wanted kind of like a mixture of hair, so I'm going to secure that as your standard drawstring ponytail. So you want to make sure that's nice and secure around the bun that you installed the other day. And then just making sure that the ponytail is secure because you don't want that flying off or, coming undone at any point. So I'm just going to add some bobby pins on the sides just for some extra secureness because you never know. You just want to be sure and make sure your ponytail stays put. And fluff it out, make sure it looks cute. And then I'm looking in the back just to make sure everything looks good. And it does. And then what's optional is these gold little hair accessories. I wanted to add that for something a little bit extra. You don't have to add them, but I just wanted something a little bit cute. Just to add a little pizzazz and cuteness to the style. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. Super simple and easy. Anybody can do this. This took me about 15 minutes to do so. Make sure you're tuned in for Vlogmas. I will be posting tutorials every day up until the 23rd. I'm not going to post anything on Christmas Day or probably not Christmas Eve. That is it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Later!